Hey guys, welcome to another video. I'm Dave Shaves. Today we are doing a tag video for you. I was tagged by the Traveling Shaver to do a new friend or new member shave video. And that is new friends, new members of your shave den. New equipment that you've gotten, new software that you've gotten, things that you haven't used very regularly that you just got recently. I did something similar to this last week because I didn't realize I was going to be tagged in this type of video. I knew a tag was coming, but I wasn't sure exactly what it was going to be. So I ended up doing something very similar to this last week, but I figure it's a good theme, so I don't have a problem revisiting it. So let's go over real quick what we are working with today. First and foremost, let's go with the razor, which is my 1930s Gillette new long comb. I love this razor. I've only used it twice, I think, but I got a great shave each time. So far, the best blade that I've used in it is the Voskhod. But the blade I used next, which was the Gillette Permasharp, did excellent as well. Today, I'm pairing with that another Russian blade, the Rapira Platinum, to be exact. And I'm hoping that it's similar to the Voskhod. I love the Voskhod. It actually, as you know, is my go-to blade. So I'm hoping this is similar to that. As far as the cream goes, I'll be using a sample of Chiseled Face Cryogen. I am very excited about it. I love the scent. It smells like icy hot. That's what it smells like. It's like, I have a feeling it's going to be similar to shaving with icy hot, which should be interesting to say the least. But it should be nice and cooling. So we'll definitely see how it goes. The brush today, which I have been soaking this time, is my Viking Revolution Badger hairbrush. I've been soaking it now for, about 20-30 minutes since I showered and dressed. So it's been about 20-30 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and put it back in the water for right now until we're ready for it. Then we're going to be finishing up today with Skin Bracer Aftershave. It is probably one of my newer aftershaves. I got it at Walmart, and I've only used it once, I think, maybe twice, but not much. So I'm going to be finishing up with that today. So what we're going to do is let's go ahead and load the blade. I don't think I showed loading the blade into this razor either time I shave with it, so this might be as good a time as any. It is a 3-piece razor, so all you got to do is unscrew the handle. Comes right off. Then these two pieces separate. Got the comb and the head. Let's put that down. We're going to go ahead and open up the blade. Packaging is incredibly similar to the Voskhod. Incredibly similar. All right, so now you're going to take the blade, you're going to put it right there on the headpiece. You're going to take the comb, put it right over. And you're just going to take the handle and screw that right back on. All right. So there we go. Check the blade alignment. Great. So we should be good to go. All right. So now what I'm going to do is take just a little bit of this Cryogen shave cream. I'm going to put a little bit of it in my brush. And to do that, as I've mentioned previously, I simply take a pair of these barbershop scissors, which have not been used for anything but this, and just scrape a nice amount into the bowl. It's a nice and soft soap. It may actually be a cream, though I think it's a soap. It's not quite creamy, so my guess is soap. Go ahead and put top back on this. I'm going to put just a little bit of water actually in the bowl because I feel that that actually helps. So take a little tiny bit. Really just enough to really moisten the bottom of the bowl. That's it. If you put a little more in there, you just dump it out and go from there. So I'm going to take the brush and we're going to go ahead and start lathering. Now, a lot of people just like to load up the brush and lather on the face. I actually prefer to lather in the bowl. I may have put a little too much water in there, but I'm hoping if I keep just lathering nicely, it'll stiffen up a bit. It looks like it will. All right, so we got this lathering, got a nice lather. I'm gonna keep going for a bit, try to get a really nice lather on here. We'll go from there. All right, so I've been watching a lot of YouTube shavers recently. And because really that's what I do on my downtime. Most of my downtime when I'm not working and not spending time with my wife is this shaving channel. I'm watching videos, uploading videos, planning videos, and if I'm not doing any of that, I'm at least planning my shave for the next day because I put a lot of thought into everything I do every day shave. Because I take a picture of it, put it on Instagram, post it on Twitter, etc. So a lot of thought goes into every single one of my shaves. It's actually becoming very quickly close to a second full-time job. But anyway, I digress. I've been watching a lot of YouTubers recently, and there's a movement recently that I really think is awesome. And here, give me a second. It looks like we got a nice lather on that, so I'm just going to go ahead and rinse off my hands, splash a little bit of water on my face, and I will continue. All right. Sorry about that. So where was I? Right. So the videos I've been watching, I've noticed that there's a movement recently of wet shavers who have taken the time during these videos to bring to light something that is very prominent in today's society, but doesn't ever get talked about, and that is mental health. I just want to continue in that. And I might lose a lot of viewers for this. I probably already have because this is not my first time discussing it. And if you want to leave because of it, I totally understand. Not your thing. No problem. I can assure you not every video is going to be like this. So if you want, you can just skip over this part or this video. I'd like to keep you going. But anyway, I digress again. So there's this movement of people that are trying to bring to light mental health and mental illness. And I think that that's very important. A lot of people, a lot of YouTubers use this platform as a way to heal themselves. This is my escape, to be honest with you. I've never had a passion like this in my life. And I just realized I started doing the bottom first. Backwards today. Oh well. I do this as an escape because, as a lot of you know, I've suffered with severe anxiety and depression most of my life. Most of my life. All right. One thing I do want to say real quick is this cream is nice, but it actually is. It's very similar to shaving with Icy Hot. It actually, it stings a bit. So that's interesting. It's very highly mentholated, and it does sting a bit. It actually stings worse than the toothpaste did, believe it or not. As far as the blade goes, I'll know more after the full first pass. Anyway. So I've suffered with severe depression and anxiety basically my whole life. At least since my teenage years. Which, considering the fact I'm in my late 30s now, is a good portion of my life. And yesterday was a very hard day for me. I had a very, very bad day. I won't go into specifics, but I had a very bad day, and I was thinking very bad thoughts. And it's actually it stems from an event that happened recently, and this just goes to show you how things can be interpreted different by different people based on situations. Hold on a second. First pass good. Not quite as good as the Voskhod. I'm not even sure it's quite as good as the Permasharp. But it's not bad. It's a decent shave. I've had worse. I'm going to need to try this blade in other razors to see if it's the blade that's decent or if the blade just kind of sucks and the razor is just that good. So I'm honestly not certain. But where was I? Oh, yes. So the event that occurred, the emotion behind it, I would like to think was intended as one of positivity. But the way it was interpreted by me, it caused just an influx of severe anxiety. Severe anxiety. I don't think it was intended that way. But that is what has happened. And because of that, yesterday was a very hard day. A very, very rough day. To be honest with you, today is rough as well. And it's not something I like to talk about often, which I think is why I like doing it on these channels, because it gives me an output, and I feel like I'm talking to people without actually talking to people. So, and I also hope that by me talking about this, it spreads awareness and it helps someone out there. Someone might be watching this video that needs to hear this. And if I reach one person, then I've done my job. And if you don't like what I'm saying, you don't have to. I would expect you to at least be respectful. which so far everybody has. I haven't gotten any really nasty comments. Everything's been incredibly positive. But the only thing I ask is that you continue to be. But it's been a rough time for me the past couple of days, and really, if I'm being honest, the past couple weeks as well. Just with everything going on in the world, it's been difficult. And I have been thinking not good thoughts. So, and I know most of you that watch this are going to be sending me positive thoughts and messages and everything like that. And I'm okay. I am okay. You don't need to worry about me too much. And I'm not telling this to get your sympathy. Like I said, I'm only telling this, A, because it helps me get it off my shoulders. And B, because I'm hoping someone might hear it. That needs to. And if you are one of those people that needs to hear this, and you need to reach out, you'd like to reach out to me, you can reach me at any of my social media below. Feel free to message me on there. My Twitter and Instagram. I'm not going to give out my personal Facebook profile, so you might not be able to reach me there. You could probably figure it out. But Instagram, you can just message me right on my Instagram or right on my Twitter. And I do check that, and I might have it set up to where I don't get messages from people that I don't follow, but then it goes into a folder called requested, and I do check that every day. So if you need to talk, or you want to thank me, or whatever, feel free to message me. I love talking to all of you. I've met a lot of really great people through this, and a lot of really great friends. So, I appreciate y'all listening. I really do. Kind of helped the shave go by faster for me. Really fast, actually. All right, so I really appreciate it. What I'm going to do now is just go ahead and rinse off the razor, and then I'm going to rinse off my face, and I'll come back for some final remarks, and we'll go from there. First things first, that shave cream, while amazing, is not for people who are sensitive to cold or hot. So if you're not a fan of icy hot or Gold Bond or things like that, you are not going to like this soap. Just a piece of advice. I really enjoyed it, but it got to be a bit much after the first or second pass. So it definitely stings a bit. But it is nice and cooling, so it is good for summer. But the menthol in there is very strong. As far as the other products, the razor did amazing, as it always does. The blade actually, after the first pass, didn't do bad. I wouldn't say it's as good as the Voskhod. And I don't think it's quite as good as the Gillette Perma-Sharp in this razor. And that's really all I have to compare it to, because I haven't tried this blade in any other razor yet, obviously. My first use. But it is good. It is a good blade. It is one that I'll be interested to try in other razors, just to see how it does. To be honest with you though, if I'm going to go with a Russian blade, it's probably going to end up just being the Voskhod. That's just the truth of the matter. I'll try other Russian blades, and I will continue to use this one, and I think there's another Rapira as well that I think I actually do have a box of as well, and I will try that one as well. And I'll try them all. I try everything. I like trying blades. I'm not one that just sticks to one blade and that's it. I love trying new blades. So I will use this, and I will use the other one, and any other blades I get. But my go-to is still going to remain the Voskhod. That's just me. But other than that, it is fantastic. The brush that I used, the Viking Revolution, please excuse the lather on there. It always does great. I've only used it a handful of times, but it is amazing as well. It's actually very good. It's a little on the smaller side, as I think I've mentioned previously. But it's good. It's very good. And now we're going to use the skin bracer, splash some on some aftershave. This video has gone longer than expected, so I apologize. I will finish this up quickly. Actually, I'm not a huge fan of this skin bracer, if I'm being honest, but it actually really works with this specific shave soap. It really cooled everything down. It was a nice compliment. It's actually really nice. I'm really curious how the Aqua Velva would do. I'll have to try that too with it, which shouldn't be difficult. I still got a decent amount in here. So, again, the soap was the Chiseled Face Cryogen. All right. Well, I will put in the comments below, or in the description below, all the products I used. And of course, all my social media is there. That being said, if you're watching this video and you have not yet subscribed, please hit that subscribe button. If you like this video, you like all my videos, hit that like button, give me a comment below. Tune in tomorrow for my next video. Not sure what that's going to be. I have a bunch in mind, just need to narrow down which one I want to do. Of course, that's it. So, that said, as I said, I was tagged by the Traveling Shaver. I'm going to tag 3 people. Let's go ahead, and I don't know who all has done this, so if you've already done it, please forgive me. But I will be tagging. Let's tag Dave from DC Shaves, Josh from Shootin' the Shave, and Lewis from the Budget Shaver. Go ahead and put those in the links below, and I will reach out to them and let them know. That said, of course, stay happy, stay healthy, keep shaving. I'll see you on the next video.